Hello everyone. Welcome to another live session. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hi, can you see me
Yeah.
and
I
hear
can hear
me?
you very well, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
If others can also, if others can hear us, then they can just send a yes on the chat, okay, so that we can just wait for the other participants to join. Can anyone just type a yes if they can hear us or they can just see us? Ma'am, can you see me and hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Akshat, for having me.
Yeah, so last time, as we know, there was some technical issues. So we have Deepali ma'am here with us again. Okay, and to introduce her briefly, she is an entrepreneur. She has been into corporates also and has worked with brands like Naukri.com, 99 Acres, etc. And now working for a college-centric or student-centric brand basically. And here on behalf of Idea to Market Fit, she is a mentor, guide, coach, and an investor. And yeah, ma'am, if we can just start the session, okay, in another 1 minute, okay, so we will just allow many more participants to join because it was a very abrupt session, so people will be notified in a bit.
Sure. Thank you, Akshat, again. And, so nice to see so many of you joining in. It's always a pleasure to talk to youngsters and students. That's what my passion is. So, yeah, I'll wait for all of you to join, as many as possible.
Yeah. So, ma'am, like I'll just start with my Q&A so that the people who have joined they are not waiting. Okay, so as I have my questions ready for you, so can you just let the audience know that did you choose entrepreneurship as a career by choice or by chance? Like, can you just share your journey with the entrepreneurship and the corporate world briefly with our viewers?
Yeah, sure. So, entrepreneur was very much by choice, and while I was working in corporate for all these years, I was an entrepreneur. Started with Naukri.com, which was a startup when I started way back in 2000, and learn all the ropes of working in a startup. What happens? We were all hustling together, so I had a phenomenal experience there. Then, I had an opportunity to set up 99 acres. Again, it was from scratch. So it was kind of a startup for a larger company. And once I set up 99 acres. I moved on to set up first Naukri.com, which is again working with students for their campus placements and so on and so forth. So, I always had this in my mind that I would be wanting to do something on my own. And having worked with students and with corporates for so many years, I realized that I should be working with students again and helping them realize their dreams by building, setting up their businesses, doing their startups. And so, me and along with my colleague Vivek Khare, who is a seasoned investor and has been in the startup scene for much longer than me, we decided to start Idea to Market Fit.
Great. So nice to hear, and it's has been a so inspiring journey for all of the viewers. So I'll just request all of the viewers. So because it was a very abrupt session and unplanned, so we'll ask the viewers to share this session among their friends so that they can also join the session and they can ask you questions when they want. So they can share their questions with the chat, and we'll take them at the end. Okay. So, ma'am, as you mentioned that you have worked with many different internet businesses that were not very popular back then in 2000 and early 2000s. So, how do you see the future of entrepreneurship when it comes to India as a country? Like, how, are we in the right direction, or what else we need to do as a country?
Of course, we are very much in the right direction. And to all of you, students out there and all of you budding on entrepreneurs, I am, I can tell you this is the time to be doing something on your own. The ecosystem is, absolutely apt. and parents specifically are, in my view, more open to what they were in our times. We couldn't, neither there were any opportunities, nor anyone had heard of working for a company, for a startup, or doing their own startup. After finishing your studies, working was the given thing. You couldn't have said that, oh, hey, I want to do my own businesses. Usually that was done by people who came from, business families, right? So this is the right time. Nobody really minds if you are, exploring yourself, you're trying to, figure out your own business or startup. I think, the corporates also are okay to take in people like that if god forbid something doesn't work out as planned. And alternatively, I think parents are also okay with people trying out. I mean, they're more okay than what they were in our time. So I think every time is just ripe for entrepreneurship and people trying out their business ideas.
All right. Yes, ma'am. That was some great insights from your side. And as today's Women's Day also, like it's a very special day by chance. So we are very happy to have you, a very, vibrant woman entrepreneur with us in form of you. So, ma'am,
So
now I just want the viewers to know something about I2MF and how idea to market fit came to your mind, and why did you start it, and what was the basic story around it?
yeah, so the whole story behind idea to market fit is that while doing my own, while doing setting up businesses in my previous organization, I realized that there are certain basic things which really need to happen for the business to be to be successful. And sometimes you get good mentors who tell you, and we had a great mentor in form of Sanjay Bichindani and Hitesh Oberoi, who were already running Naukri.com. So you did do learn so many things, but a lot of other things just come by experience, and you do your mistakes, and then you learn. So and so I me and Vivek, we realized that it's a journey, and it's a curve. You go from thinking of a product and launching it to the market. So we said that in case we can help budding entrepreneurs, budding students who want to who have a business idea, to shorten that curve, telling them that how exactly they can reach out to that product market fit, which can help them scale their business, make them their product market ready, and of course in the end fundable. Ultimately, yeah, by mere definition, startup is something which can eventually impact millions of people, and for that you need to have that scale. So that is the story behind it. So we realized that if we are able to join those dots and help these people reach that from ideation to reaching the market fit earlier, then they will do by experimenting and learning by experience. I think we would probably would have achieved our objective. So that is where idea to market fit came in. And of course, we have been consulting, working with a lot of startups and entrepreneurs, and we realized this is the area actually is the most crucial one, and people take more time than required.
Exactly. So, ma'am, as we all know that during last few months there has been a buzz after Shark Tank India came in, and now everyone is so excited about so many startups coming there. And basically, college, me as a college student is very excited to start their own. In my family only we talk about startups on dinner table, which was not the case, let's say, few years back.
Yeah.
So that only takes to my next question, that in the US, like they ask everyone that what's the product, like what are you building when it comes to entrepreneurship. But in India, it's the question like why entrepreneurship. So, like if you want to answer why entrepreneurship, then what will be your answer?
See, I don't know in terms of who is asking these questions, but if you're asking about students or you're asking about investors, see, in India, we are a huge nation, and we have a lot of problems which we can solve, and there are a lot of things which are happening. And we need more and more entrepreneurs. We need more and more people who are able to work together in this direction, solve problems, so that as a country we can progress. So government has, in their own way, launched a lot of initiatives which are helping entrepreneurs and startups in a big way. Plus, all the investors from outside are also very bullish about Indian ecosystem, startup ecosystem. So if you're talking about West and India, of course, the differences they are slightly ahead in terms of the years the entrepreneurship or startup boom started there, and we started a little late. But that's the only difference. I think we have. And startup or entrepreneurship ecosystem is more buzzing here because we have a lot of problems which we can solve, and hence these are all business idea which can be converted into eventually a more scalable business.
Yes. So as everyone say that India is a self-sufficient market that we can produce and we can consume ourselves. We don't
Yes.
need people to come in India and sell us something. We can also send.
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me?
No, you just broke off for a little minute, a couple of seconds. I think now you're okay.
Okay, 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 sure.
Yeah.
So that takes me to another question. Like you mentioned that now the students and the people have realized the potential that they want to solve bigger problems when it comes to entrepreneurship. So what are some key skills? Okay, nowadays it's more of the priority is given to skill rather than degrees. Okay, so if you're an entrepreneur, skill doesn't matter a much. The degree, degree doesn't matter a much. Your skills matter. So what are some few skills that you should suggest every student or every viewer that is out there so that they can learn those skills and they can just turn around their life?
Yeah, so in terms of apart from depending on what kind of product or what kind of solution you're trying to bring to the market, there are certain qualifications as they call in our country. Of course, make a difference because if you have to you are producing something, so there is you need to have some kind of information about you could be an engineer or you could be a doctor or you could be so on and so forth. I'm sorry, I'm just using these two words, but there are so many other things, technical skills which you need. But one thing which is common that everything is that you should one have the right kind of an aptitude. Apart from the aptitude, there are they call them as 21st century skills, which are required for everyone. It doesn't matter from which field are you coming from. Are you coming from arts, commerce, science, or whatever it is? They're actually called as seven C's. But I like to focus on the four most important one. This is communication skills, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. These are four important skills which each one of you should focus on and proactively work on, so that whatever you're doing you will be successful. These are the skills which will take you far. And more so over since the pandemic, what has really happened is everything is fast forward to 5 to 8 years. Things which were probably planned in terms of digitization and technology would have happened 5 years from now, has already been pushed behind, and people and have started already happening. So for people to adapt, for people to be able to quickly learn, if they have these skills developed, they will they will not have any problems. Otherwise people will get into problems. So for all students, be ready with these 21st century skills: communication, critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration.
Okay. So that's actually a great advice for myself also, because I believe that these skills are something that won't die anyway. Okay, so if you learn coding, that's a skill anyone can. But if you know these four skills, like as you mentioned, creative thinking, collaboration, communication skills, and creativity, so that is something that becomes a USP and no one can steal or learn if you have a command on these skills. Okay.
Yes.
So we have a question in the chat. Someone has asked that what matters more, skills or character, when you are building a startup or when you are an entrepreneur?
See, character is again one of the seven C's of 21st century skills. So definitely, character is the first and foremost things. You have to have a character or a thought which you really believe in for taking your idea forward. So it is equally important. It's not this either or. It is equally important. I just happened to articulate the four C's which I thought were more important, but character is one of the seven C's of skills of 21st century.
Okay. So, ma'am, could you please let the viewers know that, like, how will the team of I2MF help any young entrepreneur if they don't know anything about the startup world, but they have the passion to build something, like what they can expect from I2MF?
Yeah, sure. So basically, what first and foremost, all people who are interested in entrepreneurship, or they have this, at least some inclination that I want to do something on my own, or even if they don't want to do that, to succeed in whatever they are, going ahead in their, in their jobs, or in their, future careers, they can clearly join our website and register and experience what it means, how exactly businesses are run, how exactly products are structured. So whatever we are offering is not only true for a new business or a startup. You can actually implement it in day to day, you're working. So we help you first fine tune your ideation. So we are helping you starting from design thinking, identification of problem statement, to how exactly can you really set up the whole business. So we take you through a step by step process of, how do you, okay, is the problem statement right problem statement you are, thinking about. Then if the problem statement is all right, how exactly, how will you, define your value proposition, who is your target audience, who are your customers, how exactly will you, generate revenue, who are the people you should be hired to. And eventually, if everything is, is put in place, we help you take the idea to the market, that what needs to be done, and validate your idea, and is the idea good enough for you to have your customers, right? That's the most important thing. You can have, very very, fancy ideas, but until unless, you have a customer or a user to try your product, it's of no consequence, right? So once you establish that, then, you can look at, investment and funding and so on and so forth. So with I2MF, you get to learn the nuances. Even if you're not planning to start a business on your own right now, just by learning how the whole thing is done will give you enough ammunition to, plan for it in future, in case, you're not planning to do something right now. And people who have an idea can actually thresh out your idea. So initially people, in fact, for all people who are, logged into this session, we are offering free mentoring sessions. So you can like us and you can register on the website, and we can set up free mentoring session for, 15 to 20 minutes, and help them clear some doubts if they have. And of course, we'll be offering them great discounts if they register through the platform here.
Okay, so that's some great product you are building at Idea to Market Fit, because definitely I have also in past built a startup that was a B2B startup. Okay, so we had 7, 8 clients in around 1.5 years. I ran that startup in my college only, and
Mm-hmm.
that was a quite good success, because if I am a second year student, that's something, some kind of success that I want, and that only landed me an internship at whether it's Event Week or whether it's any other organization. So I believe that once in a lifetime, every student should at least try out building some product or ideas, because it will generally help you in future some other way.
Yeah.
So for
So you,
all
you
of, yeah,
understand
so
how exactly the entire business is conducted, and
yes.
there are, and then you start appreciating a lot of things around yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I missed during that, because we were not mentored by anyone, so I was just missing that mentorship. So I'll be definitely booking that free call with you after this call, so that
Okay.
I could just be, yeah. And I will also ask my users to, just go and have a free mentorship session. So if you have any kind of idea that you think that's right or that's idea to market fit, then you should definitely try out.
Yeah, I'm sure you will have your links in the bio right now. You can register.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So everyone, they can just follow Idea to Market Fit Instagram page, and we have also partnered with them. Okay, so anyone who thinks that their idea has a merit and they can take their idea to market, then we have partnered with Idea to Market Fit, and we are organizing a competition, or you can say a BPAN competition, where you will be mentored, guided by ma'am and other team members of Idea to Market Fit, and they'll be provided funded if your idea is to the next level.
Yes.
So if you wish, then you can just register and DM us or Idea to Market Fit Instagram page. So taking the session forward, I just want to ask, like we have talked about entrepreneurship as a career, or like how the future of entrepreneurship is in India. But what are some industries or what are some sectors that you are bullish, or the students can ideate about? If like into entrepreneurship. So what are some sectors that I should target in futures if I'm looking for a 10-year, 15-year horizon?
So before I talk about targets, and as I said that because of the pandemic, everything has got accelerated, and there's actually a tectonic shift. So any solution which is technology enabled or technology led is something which you should definitely look out for, because a lot of things are already happening on brick and mortar, but everything is going online. Everything is when I say online, everything is getting, a lot of things are getting digitized. So anything to do with technology and technology led solutions is something which definitely is a big yes. You should just go in for it, and of course put your thoughts together that what is that you're going to um, make it technology enabled. But apart from that, if you say, you can clearly see it. Education technologies, education ed tech is something which is already very bullish. Then you have fintech, and then ed tech, and you'll be surprised. Social tech enterprises are also booming right now. There are people who are working for a larger good, and there are a lot of great business ideas. So you don't have to be really an NGO, and the concept is social enterprise, and you can still make money and do good for people.
Okay, so what I can summarize is like anything which you can make it technology enabled that could be a bullish business in future, whether it's ed tech, fintech, and nowadays we can see healthcare tech also. Like people are automating the healthcare industry also, so that is also something could be bullish industry in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. So now I have the final question for you, and which I asked to every other guest which I have on the show. Like, what's one piece of advice that you could share with all the viewers or the people who would be watching this session after it goes as a video, so that they could, one piece of advice that they could inculcate in their life.
Uh, okay. So, there are the possibilities are endless. No one should tell you that you can't do this. Just pick up something which is very close to your heart, you are passionate about, and just work on it. Hard work and perseverance will definitely help you uh, uh, take you there and help you realize your dreams.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that was a very precise advice, and like we should always try to pursue our dreams and never, come in anyone's like we should have that perseverance and confidence that we are not less than anyone else, and we should be okay if, yeah, am I audible? Is
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
saying that
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
audible?
yeah. It was a bit slack, but
Okay,
it's
okay.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So yeah, so that was a good advice, and I believe that the viewers who have stayed live for last 30 minutes have gained something from this session. So to just summarize the session, so it was a great session from my end. I learned a bunch of things from this session, and hope the viewers also have gained something from this. And I would just like the viewers to make them know that idea to market fit is basically a product that would help you to start your entrepreneurship journey. There'll be mentors and coaches who will be guiding you when you pursue entrepreneurship as a career, or you can just book a free session, okay, of 15 or 20 minutes with the experts, and ma'am would be guiding you throughout the journey. And for more information, you can just follow Event Beep India's Instagram handle and also Idea to Market Fit. And if you have an idea that you think you could take to the market, then definitely participate in the competition. You can DM Idea to Market Fit and Event Beep DM so that we could take your entry in the participation. So thank you, ma'am. It was great and very interesting session. Nice talking to you. We hope the students also liked it and gained a lot of information.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so
Thank you so
much. Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much, Akshat. Thanks for having me around. And, we'll probably be back again with more of such, sessions. You can DM and you can let us know what do you want to hear from us. We can definitely take up those sessions. And, I hope to see you soon, guys. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.